Now we'll be solving this question that we have a ladder of length 30 feet and this ladder is lying on the ground subtending an angle of 60 degree at point B. This ladder slips down. The velocity of the point T is given to us. It's 2 feet per second and we are asked to find the velocity of point B. The first and foremost step for us will be locating the ground frame of reference. Since this ladder is on the ground, so let's treat this to be our ground frame of reference. We say this is the origin of our frame of reference, okay? Origin of our ground frame of reference. Let's treat this to be our x-axis as measured from the ground frame of reference, and we say let this to be our y-axis. And the unit vector that we take in this direction, let that unit vector be taken as I cap, and the unit vector taken along y-axis, let's define that as j cap. These are the unit vectors defined from the ground frame of reference whose origin lies at point 1. Now, from the ground frame of reference, we are given the velocity of point T, we have to find the velocity of point B. So what we will do, we're doing first and foremost step will be drawing the radius vectors. Draw the radius vector from your ground frame of reference to the 2 points in between of which you have to find the relation of velocity. That is, we'll draw the radius vector from point O to point T. We'll draw the radius vector from point O to point B, okay? And since we are given the velocity of, we are free enough to, we can draw the radius vector from point B to point T. We can draw the radius vector from point T to point B. We are free enough in doing it. Let's do it like this. Let's take a radius vector. Once you have drawn the radius vector from point O to point T, then draw the radius vector from point T to point B, okay? Then apply the triangle law of vectors. The triangle law of vectors says, or the equation that we have already derived says, that velocity of point B, okay, will be equal to velocity of point B by the triangle of vectors, or the equation that we have already derived says velocity of point B is equal to velocity of point T, okay? These radii vectors are to be drawn in such a way that you should always get on the left hand side that point whose velocity you have to determine. Like in the previous case, we had point P and point Q, okay? We were drawing the radius vector from point P to point Q. This was the origin of our ground frame of reference, okay? This was first radius vector, this was second radius vector. So we got velocity of point Q was equal to, so we are given, if you are given the velocity of point P and you have to find the velocity of point Q, then you will draw the radius vector from point to Q. If you are given the velocity of point Q and you have to find the velocity of point P, then essentially you draw the radius vector from point Q to P. Or otherwise, if you maintain the same direction of your radius vector, still you will get your answer. It doesn't matter, okay? So what we have done, since we have to find the velocity of point B, we will find it in terms of velocity of point T. The equation that we have, velocity of point B, it will be equal to velocity of point T plus the angular velocity omega, the angular velocity of the ladder TB cross the radius vector drawn from the radius vector from this what you call as RBT. Radius vector of point B as drawn from point T. Okay, this is RBT. Okay, that is equal. Now look here, this is the equation that we'll be using. Now this is, therefore this velocity of point B can be written as magnitude of velocity of point B and its direction is along x-axis. So we write this as I cap, VB I cap, because we know velocity of point B is along x-axis, is equal to velocity of point T. Point T's velocity is in the downward direction. Okay, it is moving downwards. It's moving in a direction negative to j-axis with a velocity of 2 meters per second. So it is minus 2 feet per second, minus 2 feet per second, but j cap, 2 feet j cap minus, okay, plus we don't know, we are not given the angular velocity of the ladder, so we will write this as omega. We don't know, omega is not known to us, we'll write this as omega cross RBT. Now we have to find this RBT vector. RBT is the vector drawn from, RBT vector is the vector drawn from point T to point B. So how we will find this RBT vector? This vector needs to be resolved. How we can resolve this RBT vector? It's very easy. We can do it. This vector RBT, let's produce it forward. We can produce it forward, okay, maintaining its direction and magnitude. Okay, this is angle 60. This too will be angle 60. Okay, this is the RBT vector. Its magnitude is 30. Okay, the magnitude of this vector is 30. So this RBT we can resolve into two components. It will be RBT, this is our T is here, RBT cos theta will be, it will be, this you have produced it, this will be its component in along x-axis will be RBT cos theta. In this direction its component will be RBT cos 60, and in this direction its component will be, in this direction its component will be RBT sine 60. Okay, RBT sine 60. So we can write this as, this RBT can be written as, this is RBT cos 60, this we can write it as cos 60 I cap, then this j cap is negative, minus sine 60 j cap multiplied by this RBT. Okay, this RBT is common, that's why we took it out. This is RBT. Okay, this further we can write as, therefore VB I cap becomes equal to minus 2j. It becomes minus 2j plus. Now we have omega cross this is omega vector cross cos 60. As far as cos 60 is concerned, cos 60 is equal to 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2 I cap minus, as far as sine 60 is concerned, sine 60 is root 3 by 2. This is root 3 by 2 j cap, and it's multiplied by RBT. The magnitude of RBT is 30 feet. This is 30. Okay, now see what is happening to the ladder. The ladder, this point of the ladder is coming down. As this point of the ladder comes down, what happens to our, what is happening to this angle? This angle will keep on, this angle will keep on decreasing. Okay, as this point B is moving down, as this point T is moving down, this point B is moving along x-axis. Therefore a time will come when this ladder will simply collapse on the ground. Okay, it will be flat on the ground. So every time this angle is decreasing. Okay, now as this angle is decreasing, curl your fingers in the direction of decrease of angle. Okay, this angle is decreasing in anti-clockwise direction. As far as the direction of the thumb is concerned, your thumb will be in this direction. Your thumb will come along z axis. Okay, as far as the thumb is concerned, the thumb will come along z axis. That is, as far as the direction of the angular velocity is concerned, angular velocity is along z axis, so it's along k cap. So we can write this as, this is VB I cap is equal minus 2j plus omega. Omega is the angular velocity. Its angular velocity in terms of magnitude is theta dot k cap, that is d theta by dt cross 1 by 2 I cap minus root 3 by 2 j cap, root 3 by 2 j cap multiplied by 30, which is equal to, therefore we can write this as VB I cap becomes equal to minus 2j plus, now take the cross product. We have I cap, j cap and k cap. Take the cross product. Now you have k cross I. As far as k cross I is concerned, this is in cyclic order. K cross I will be equal to plus j. So it will be 30 theta dot into 1 by 2 k cross I, that's equal to j cap. K cross I is j cap. Okay. Then we have the second term. This is theta dot root 3 by 2, that we have k cross j. As far as k cross j is concerned, it is acyclic order. It's equal to minus I. Minus minus will become plus. So it is plus theta 30 theta dot into root 3 divided by 2, and k cross j is minus I cap. Minus minus is plus. Okay, this is, so it means the final equation that we have obtained, and in fact these are the final steps of this equation. The final equation that we are obtaining now is like, the final equation that we have, it is VB I cap. Let me a bit bold in it. We have VB I cap, velocity of point B, which we have to find, I cap is equal to minus 2j. It's equal to minus 2j. This is, I can add up these two terms together. These are j cap and j cap. This can be written as, this is minus 2, this is minus 2, this is 2, 1, 2, 15. So this is plus 15 theta dot. Okay, both are along j cap, so we'll write them j cap in brackets. This is j cap. We have written these two things. Then we have plus the third term. This is 30 by 2, that is 15 under root 3, 15 under root 3 theta dot I cap. Okay, now look at this equation. This equation is a vector equation. You have a vector on the left hand side, you have the vector on the right hand side, and in between the two vectors we have the sign of equality. Two vectors are same if the components of the vector on the left hand side is equal to the components of the vector on the right hand side, balancing the components. Okay, for j components, the j component on the left hand side is 0. There is no j component on the left hand side. Therefore the j component on the right hand side should also be equal to 0 by the law of this equality of vectors. Therefore we can write minus 2 plus, as you balance these j components, you don't have a j component on left hand side. Therefore minus 2 plus 15 theta dot should be equal to 0. Therefore theta dot, the angular velocity of this rod is how much? It's equal to 2 by 15. It is 2 by 15. And as far as 2 by 15 is concerned, it's equal 2 by 15. So this is, and the value of the angular velocity is radians per second. So this is the value of, this is the value of this, what you call as what we call as radian per second is the unit of angular velocity. So this is the angular velocity of the this ladder. As far as the ladder is concerned, the ladder is going down and its angular velocity is 2 by 15 radian per second. Now balance the I components. Therefore we have VB, the magnitude on the left hand side is VB, should be equal to the component on the right hand side, that is 15 under root 3 theta dot. Okay, that will be equal to 15 under root 3 multiplied by theta dot. Theta dot is 2 by 15. 15 and 15 cancels. Therefore velocity of point B comes out equal to, therefore velocity of point B becomes equal to 2 under root 3. Okay, since you are measuring velocity in, you are given velocity is in the feet per second, therefore it will be 2 under root 3 feet per second. Okay, therefore we have found the velocity of point B. Now see, as far as the point T is concerned, this point is going down with a velocity of 2 feet per second. This point is going down with a velocity of 2 feet per second, while as point B is going forward along x-axis with a velocity of how much? With a velocity of 2 times under root 3 feet per second. That is, velocity of point B is more than the velocity of point A, point T. Only then, when this velocity is more, only then the ladder will fall down. Okay, therefore the velocity of point B is how much? It is 2 under root 3 feet per second. This is how we will be solving the coming questions as well. There are some more important questions. Let's solve them as well. This is all for today, and we'll be consolidating with more problems in the coming classes. Thank you.